Okay, boys and girls, this is the activity that we're going to be working on. It's your map skills booklet. So you're going to find this packet of paper, and you are also going to find the black piece of paper that we gave you that's folded kind of like a booklet. Each side will open, and you're going to work on the first page of your packet. Please put your name on the front, and then you are going to color the first page. Once you've colored it in beautifully, you are next going to get a pair of scissors and you are going to cut along the dotted line in the middle of the sheet. Once you've cut them in half, you'll have two sides. You are going to get your glue stick and you are going to paste those two pieces of paper to the front flaps of the booklet. On the first side should say map skills, and then on the other side you will have the compass rose. After you've completed that, you're going to get working on the pieces that go inside of this booklet. We're going to first look at the compass rose. So again, you're going to have to first color it in, and then you're going to have to cut those words out and glue them in the correct spot. After you've colored it in, you will then cut the north, west, south, and east words out. And you will glue them in their correct spot. When you are done, you cut around the very edges of the compass rose. And here you have it. This is what it will look like. After you have everything glued, you're going to fold in the four flaps. And I wrote north, south, east, and west on them. Then you will go to the inside flap, and at the top you're going to put some glue on the back of it with the flaps folded in, and then you're gluing it to the top of the inside flap. Next, you're going to work on your vocabulary piece. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut out both of these. After you color it in, then you will get a pair of scissors and you will cut along the dark black lines on the vocabulary sheet. Once you have done that, now you're going to cut along the dark lines to separate the words, but don't cut all the way through. You're only going to cut up until the edge of that word because they're going to become flaps and you cannot cut all the way through the paper. Leave the word vocabulary there so you can see how I'm folding them so that they'll open like little doors. You're going to take your glue stick and you're going to glue on the back of the word vocabulary, my yellow word there. You don't want to glue down the other words because they need to open like doors. So you're only putting glue on the word vocabulary. Make sure the word is going the right way. Press it down and then you will have those doors to open. Next, you're going to cut out the vocabulary, the definitions. Cut them into 4 boxes. Okay, next you're going to read the definition. Tells what the symbols on the map mean. That is a map key. The map key lets you know what the symbols are. So you are going to put glue on the back of that definition and you're going to glue it to the black paper so that when you open the door for map key, you will see the definition. The next one says a round model of the earth. That is a globe. So you're going to put glue on the back of the definition and you're going to glue it on the black paper underneath where the word globe is. A symbol that tells us directions. It's the compass rose again. Glue on the back. Glue it to the black paper underneath where compass rose is. And then there's one more. And that says a picture that tells you about a place. And that is a map. A map is a picture that tells you about a place. So put the glue on and glue it underneath. And there you will have your vocabulary section done. And that goes right underneath where the compass rose was. Next, we are going to do a little Venn diagram about things that are special about a map, things that are special about a globe, and both. You're going to start by folding it backwards on the black line. So you want those pictures to be on the front so that when I open it up, it'll be white on the inside. There'll be like paper underneath. Then with your scissors, you are going to just cut along the black line up until you get to the top. You don't want to cut all the way through because again, these are making little doors that you can flap open. You're going to put glue on the very back page and that part is going to be glued down onto the black paper. And this is going to go right in the middle section of this black paper, the bigger space, not on one of the flaps. Next, you are going to cut up the definitions inside. So there's like 6 of them. And when you're done, you're going to glue each one underneath where it belongs. Is it for a map only? Is it about a globe only? Or does it talk about a map and a globe together? So it would go underneath both. First one says, is round like the real world. That would be the globe, because a map is not round, a map is flat. So the globe is the only thing that is round like the real world. Can show oceans and land. Well, a globe shows it and a map shows that. So that would go underneath both. It is flat and easy to carry. That is a map. A globe is not easy to carry around, so the map would be the only one that is flat and easy to carry. Rotates like the real world. Again, just a globe rotates where you can spin it around like the real world does. A map does not do that. And it can be a picture of a place or your bedroom. That would be just the map. And the last one can show us the whole world. That can be both. A map can show you the whole world, and the globe is the whole world. So both of them can do that. So now you've done your Venn diagram, but look what I forgot to do. I forgot to color it in. So make sure, you should probably do this beforehand, but since I forgot, I'm going to color it in now that it's already glued. So color in the pictures of globe and both and map. Okay, the next section you are going to do is this is going to be a map that you are going to draw. It can be of your classroom, your bedroom, your neighborhood, whatever you would like to make a map of. I know it's hard for us to make a map of our classroom, so maybe your bedroom or the area where you're doing your schoolwork every day might be a map, or maybe your neighborhood. You're going to cut out the square where you're going to draw the map, and you're going to cut out the camera, and inside the camera lens you're going to write what it was. You're going to draw your map however it looks in your room. You're going to glue that, and it's going to go right below the Venn diagram we just made. So make sure you put glue all over the back, and it's going to go right in the middle. That is a map of my downstairs teaching area where I've been teaching you every day. And there's the camera, and I put my basement classroom inside the camera to tell people what my map is of. And then you glue it in, and that's in the middle. Okay, here we have, look at what we've done so far. We have our vocabulary section, and now we're going to work on that last inside flap. We are going to make a map key and a map. We're going to have to cut out around those two boxes, and then we're going to have to choose 6 keys from that map, and we're going to color the pictures to go with it. So first thing we're going to do is color, and then we are going to figure out which ones we are going to choose for our map. All right, here I've colored the road in, and I've colored in the pictures. I've chosen 6 different items that I am going to use. I'm using a house, some trees, movie theater, coffee shop, clothing shop, and library. And I'm making sure that whatever I color in the house on the key is how I colored the houses that I'm going to put on my map. They need to match. All the coloring needs to match so people can easily identify it. And then I'm going to cut out the ones I used. So here I'm going to cut out the 6 that I used for my map key. Only 6 will fit, so make sure you only choose 6. I cut them out, and then I'm going to place them in my map key, one on top of each other. So anyone looking at my map key would recognize that I've had houses, trees, movie theater, coffee shop, clothing shop, and a library. Okay, after I've placed them and make sure they fit, I'm going to need to glue them down. All right, after I've glued those in place, now I need to cut out the pictures and I have to put them on my map. So I'm going to cut out the pictures. Here they are, and now I'm going to place them along the roads for my map. So the stores or the houses or the library, those should be on the road. And then the trees, I'm going to kind of put in those empty spaces in between the roads, those white parts. I'm going to put some of the trees that I colored there. So I'm going to quickly place them everywhere I want to go. And once I figured out where they're going to go, I'm going to also need to glue those in. So you're not going to be using all the pictures or all the words. You're only going to pick the 6 items that you're choosing that will fit in your map key, and the rest of those pictures can be thrown out. So glue them down. Once they're all glued, now you need to cut them out around the outside black squares and rectangle. Once you've cut them out, you will go and get your folder, and it will be the last inside flap. And the map will go on top, and the key can go down below it, and those should fit nicely just in that inside flap there. Again, you'll need to put glue on the back and glue them in. And there you have it. Your project is done. You have completed it. You will have your outside map skills folder, and when you open your flaps, you should have your compass rose, your vocabulary, your Venn diagram in the middle, your map you made, and then the map you made with its key on the other side. Great work putting together your map, guys.